What is going on, guys? So today we're back with another Pokemon Masters video, and today we're actually going to be going over a Limelight video. And if you guys haven't ever seen a Limelight video, basically in the Limelight videos, I take apart the sync pair that we're talking about, or the main focus, in this case it would be Silver and Ho-Oh, and I kind of take apart their kit and look at it and see how good they are. In this video in particular, I want to ask how good is Silver and Ho-Oh really? So what we're going to do is actually switch over to a list of stats and kind of things like that and take a look at this in a more analytical kind of way. So let's switch over here. So as you can see here, we do have Silver and Ho-Oh. We are going to be a physical striker. Okay. Fire, of course, and then we are going to have a weakness to water, which is okay. 5-star rarity, of course. We are legendary. This video will actually drop as soon as Ho-Oh becomes available. So if you're watching this video and you haven't opened up your Pokemon Masters game, what are you doing? You can go grind out Ho-Oh right now. So first thing we want to talk about are a couple of his stats, as you can see down here. So we do have at level 120. Now we're not taking into, well, actually, since it's a legendary, we better actually take into consideration the absolute top tier max, because we want to give this guy the best chance possible. So 653 on his HP, 264 on attack, 170 in defense, 244 in special attack, 171 in special defense, and 271 in speed. So right off the bat, those are not all-star stats. I have to say, those are kind of underwhelming, to say the least. 264 is okay. It's like B tier attack. So like if you think about like Steven, who has upwards of like almost 450, and then you think of like, I mean, even Charizard as a special striker has an insane physical attack. And you think about Olivia, who's just rocking insanely high physical attack as well. 264 is not really, it's not really comparative to like all of the top tier units that we have currently. As a physical striker, I would have hoped that that would have been a little bit higher, but okay. Our bulk is decent. A ton of HP, which is good. Comparing it to like the most HP in the game would be Rourke, who has what, 808, I think? That's not like any promotional tickets or anything like that. I mean, that's pretty freaking high. 653 is okay. I mean, that's not terrible by any means. And then our defenses are mediocre. They're not really amazing. So we are going to be a little bulky, but also kind of squishy, unfortunately. And then our speed is just kind of in the middle there. Like, this whole package so far with the stats is just kind of meh. So after we look at our stats, we're going to take a look here at our moves. So looking here, all right, this is already kind of weird. So first thing I noticed, Overheat is a special attack. Solar Beam is a special attack. Sacred Fire is the physical attack. So we actually have more special attacks at our disposal than we actually have physical. Anyways, all right, that's kind of weird. Overheat sharply lowers the user's special attack. That's actually not horrible, considering that we do kind of want to focus on our physical attack for like the purpose of our kit. Like, I feel like that's what we're basically supposed to be going for. Unfortunately, it does lower our special attack by 2 stages every time we use it, and considering that we basically have Overheat and well, actually, this is getting kind of even odd. So Overheat is 3 gauges, 136 on power. That's actually pretty good. 90 on the accuracy. Not a huge fan of that. It is single target, so that's okay. Three bars for 136 is actually pretty good, though. I don't like the fact that it lowers special attack, but we'll get to that. Solar Beam, a grass type attack, which is kind of, you know, just a cheeky way of DNA saying Solar Beam is the man. So Solar Beam, which we just got, if you did not choose Bulbasaur, then you probably don't have Solar Beam, but we did actually get Bulbasaur that has Solar Beam. So basically, you get ready to attack, use this move again, you attack with it. No other actions can be taken while you're in the attacking posture. And then if you actually have sunny weather up, then you actually skip that whole preparation phase, and you can basically just fire at will over and over and over. 2 gauges is amazing. 125 power is actually pretty freaking good. Accuracy at 100 is exactly what we want to see. I actually like that move. I like that move a lot. It's not amazing on Ho-Oh right here, but it's still really good. Our signature trainer move is I'll show you. Raises the user's evasiveness, nice, and critical hit rate, nice. And these stats are sharply raised when the weather is sunny. Okay, that's fine, I guess. It is kind of making Blaine a little bit more relevant in a lot of ways because he's kind of the driving factor of Sunny Day. So that's okay. That's not too bad. Now, Sacred Fire, okay, our only physical attack, removes the frozen condition from the user. That's okay, and has a good chance of leaving the target burned. A good chance is actually pretty decent. 87 on the power though is not too hot for 3 gauges. I honestly would feel like Overheat would be. I feel like I would use Overheat more than I would use this. Like, Sacred Fire just kind of seems mediocre. In terms of that whole kit, I mean, it's okay. Overheat is probably my favorite move out of all of these. Solar Beam, well, actually I would say Solar Beam is probably my favorite move, but Overheat is definitely, I think Overheat's probably better than Sacred Fire in many situations, even though Sacred Fire is a lot more eventful in terms of its effects and stuff like that. I still feel like I would play around the fact that I'm gonna lower my special attack, maybe get like a lucky skill or something like that. I know that's going to the extreme for this case, but I just feel like if my main purpose is to output physical damage, I feel like I should have a really, really good physical attack. Otherwise, I'm just Alright, so our sync move here is actually going to be Power Hungry Sacred Fire. It is a fire physical attack, of course. No additional effect. See, that's where I think they could have increased the value of Silver and Ho-Oh a lot. If they would have made this, like, if they would have made this sync move cast Sunny Day, like, if they would have made it sunny based on this sync move, like, holy cow, that would have been so much cooler. Because imagine getting up to your sync move and then just being able to fire just Solar Beam after Solar Beam after Solar Beam. That would have been so cool. Plus, it would have gave like a team so much more dynamic. Because right now, if you want Sunny Day, you have to run Blaine, which is kind of So the sunny weather is kind of locked behind Blaine right now. If they would have given Silver and Ho-Oh the aspect of using or implying the sunny condition through their sync move, that would have made it so much more interesting for me. I think it honestly would have been nice to have that. But 250 is pretty standard, single target. That's pretty typical, nothing crazy. So now we're gonna move on to some passives here. So we do have Charging Sun 6, which 6 is actually a pretty good number there. Powers that move when the weather is sunny. So of course, you know, more credence to the fact that sunny weather would have been amazing on that sync move. Speeding Sun 2, holy cow. Quickly charges the move gauge when the weather is sunny. And then Solarize, which makes the weather sunny after you... Holy cow, did I just speak that into existence for myself? That's what I wanted to see. That's what I think would actually be really cool. So this actually makes Ho-Oh a lot better in my opinion. I really, really think that Solarize is going to actually change the way that I use Silver and Ho-Oh. Because now I'm not necessarily using Silver and Ho-Oh as a straight up like... physical attacking, you know, fire type attacker. I'm using it more of like, hey, not only do I have like a little bit of type coverage with Solar Beam, plus I have Sacred Fire now, but now I can actually spit out a sync move that does decent damage and then in turn is going to make the weather sunny. So then I can come in after that sync move, continue slapping away everything with Charizard, and not have to run Blaine. Even though Blaine does actually benefit a lot on certain teams, like with all the extra speed that he gets and stuff like that, I would say that actually increases the value of Ho-Oh quite a bit for me. So in terms of how good this Sync Bear truly is, I would say it's not as groundbreaking as the first legendary that we got. When Mewtwo came out, Mewtwo's stats, Mewtwo's move pool was just insane. Then we got Solgaleo, which was kind of a letdown. Honestly, I don't ever see anybody saying, you need to be using Solgaleo. You need to be using Solgaleo. And then, like, Rayquaza was okay. I'll just admit, I'm not a huge fan of the Rayquaza kit. It's okay, it's fine, it's just not amazing. And I think, honestly, Ho-Oh is going to fall into that same category for me. ranking all of the legendaries, Mewtwo is definitely the best legendary that we have so far. And then I would honestly say, I actually would put Ho-Oh second, is how I feel like I would do that. And then I would put Rayquaza, and then at the very bottom, I would put Solgaleo. The only reason that I feel like Ho-Oh is better than Rayquaza is because Rayquaza has the stupid aspect of adding all of those insanely bad status conditions to itself. And then on top of that, Ho-Oh actually provides a lot of utility for other sync pairs, so it's more beneficial to run it rather than Rayquaza would be. That's just my personal opinion though. As far as the actual kit goes, it's okay. How much should you prioritize getting Ho-Oh? I mean, it's a free sync pair. At the end of the day, it is completely free. It's 100% available to every single person that logs in and just plays through the event. There's no reason to not get it, and honestly, the only thing holding you back from maxing it out is literally the grind. And it's worth the grind to me simply because of how free and accessible it is. If everything is completely free, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. But if you're not as hardcore and the grinding gets dull very quickly to you, honestly, grind enough to get Ho-Oh, maybe a few tickets to power it up, maybe enough to get it to level 120. After that, just make sure that you have all the moves, make sure that you have level 120. I wouldn't worry too much about grinding out all the sync move levels, all of the promotional tickets for it. That stuff may not necessarily be 100% for everyone, but like I said, if it's free, this guy's going for it. So let's actually switch back over to our game so that we can do a quick sync pair scout to cap this video off. Gonna do a quick sync pair scout here. So we are doing this on the good Caitlyn banner. So Wallace actually comes out at the same time this video drops, so I will definitely be making a sync pair scouting video on that, but until then, we're stuck with this Caitlyn banner. So on the count of three, we're gonna go in 1, 2, 3. Where was this luck at whenever Clement was around? I didn't get a single copy of Clement. I'm kind of upset about it, and now I'm getting this freaking 5-star sync animation. It better be a good pair. It better be a good one. What do you got? Oh, I was like, I didn't even know who that was. That's sad. I didn't even recognize Kukui there for a second. All right, so I'll take it because I didn't have an extra copy of him, so we'll go with that. But anyways, that is actually gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching. As always, remember that if you want to join the Discord, you can do that down below. Also down there are links to YouTube memberships, Patreon, if those are your thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.